My younger sister Sarah always dreamed of her wedding day. From a very young age, she was captivated by the idea of love and marriage. She would often sit by the window, lost in her thoughts, imagining the perfect wedding, the perfect dress, and the perfect partner. I still remember her as a little girl, with that dreamy expression on her face, her eyes sparkling with hope and excitement. She would spend hours sketching out wedding gowns with such detail and joy. Each dress was a masterpiece in her eyes, a reflection of her dreams and aspirations. Fast forward a few years and Sarah fell head over heels for a guy she met in college. It was like a scene from a romantic movie. They met in a literature class and their connection was instant. He was charming, charismatic, and swept her off her feet. He had a way with words and Sarah was completely enchanted by him. They dated for 5 years. 5 years of laughter, love, and shared memories. They celebrated anniversaries, birthdays, and every little milestone together. 5 years of holidays together, meeting each other's families, sharing dreams and aspirations. They were inseparable and everyone thought they were destined to be together forever. Everyone kept asking, "When's the wedding?" It was the question on everyone's lips at every family gathering, but the answer never came. There was always a sense of uncertainty, a feeling that something was holding them back. He always had an excuse. He wasn't ready. There was always a reason to delay, a new goal to achieve before taking the next step. He wanted to focus on his career. He needed more time. He was always so busy, so preoccupied with his ambitions. Sarah, blinded by love and clinging to hope, held on. She believed in him, in their future together. She thought that if she was patient, everything would eventually fall into place. She justified his excuses, believing his promises of a future together. She convinced herself that his career was just a temporary obstacle. Then one day it was over. Out of the blue, he ended things. No warning, no gradual drift, just a sudden, heartbreaking end. He left her for someone else, someone who, I later found out, he had been seeing for a while, someone who I later found out he proposed to after just 6 months of dating. It was a quick engagement, and they were married within the year. Seeing Sarah's heart shatter broke mine too. I tried to comfort her, to be there for her, but the pain was overwhelming. It was a harsh lesson, not just for her, but for me as a man watching a woman he loved waste her time. It made me reflect on my own relationships and the importance of honesty and commitment. I tell you this story because it's not unique. It's a story that resonates with many. It plays out countless times in different forms. The details may vary, but the core of the story remains the same. I'm sure many of you reading this have experienced something similar. The heartbreak, the broken promises, the feeling of being led on. You've poured your heart and soul into a relationship only to be left with empty promises and a broken heart. It's a painful cycle that many go through. It's time to stop this cycle. It's time to take control of your own happiness and future. It's time to recognize your worth and stop wasting time on men who aren't serious about building a future with you. You deserve someone who values you, who is ready to commit and who sees a future with you. Don't settle for anything less. As women, you possess a strength and resilience that never ceases to amaze me. Your ability to rise above challenges, to face adversity head-on, and to keep moving forward is nothing short of extraordinary. But often that strength is misdirected, clinging to hope in situations where there is none. You find yourself holding on to fraying ropes, looking at closed doors, hoping they'll open. You invest years in relationships, hoping to change a man, hoping he'll suddenly wake up one day and realize you're the one. You wait by the phone, you mark the passing years on a calendar, all the while your precious time slips away. Ladies, let me tell you something. Men know what they want. If he wanted to marry you, he would. If he wanted to be with you, he would make it clear. Actions speak louder than words. Time is your most precious resource. It's something you can never get back. Every second, every minute, every hour is valuable. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Every month, every year you spend with someone who isn't invested in the same future as you is time stolen from the man who will cherish you, who will be eager to build a life with you. Don't let the wrong person steal your future. Don't let anyone tell you that you're being too picky or impatient. Stand firm in your beliefs and your worth. You deserve better, and you know it. You're not asking for too much. You're asking for the basic level of respect and commitment that you deserve. Never settle for less than what you know in your heart you deserve. Stand tall, be proud, and never squander your precious time. So how do you know if he's serious or just stringing you along? While every situation is different, there are some telltale signs that should raise red flags. First and foremost, pay attention to his actions, not just his words. A man who is serious about you will be consistent in his actions. He'll make an effort to see you regularly. He'll integrate you into his life. He'll introduce you to his friends and family, and he'll talk about the future in concrete terms with you in it. If he's all talk and no action, if he's constantly making excuses for why he can't commit, if he avoids introducing you to his loved ones, if he shies away from any conversation about the future, those are major red flags. Don't ignore them. Your gut instinct is usually right. If something feels off, it probably is. The emotional roller coaster. Why staying is more painful than leaving. Staying in a dead-end relationship takes a toll on your emotional well-being. The constant uncertainty, the lack of commitment, and the unfulfilled longing for a future together can chip away at your self-esteem and leave you feeling drained and heartbroken. I've seen it firsthand with Sarah and countless other women. The pain of staying in a relationship without a future far outweighs the temporary discomfort of walking away. Leaving might feel scary, but it's an act of self-love and self-respect. It's choosing yourself and your happiness over someone who isn't willing to give you what you deserve. You deserve a king setting standards and boundaries for love. Ladies, you are queens. You deserve to be treated as such. It's time to set high standards for the kind of love you're willing to accept. Don't settle for lukewarm feelings or a man who is only half in. You deserve a love that consumes you, a love that sets your soul on fire, a love that is reciprocated fully and unconditionally. Set clear boundaries from the beginning. Don't be afraid to communicate your needs and expectations. If a man truly cares for you, he will respect your boundaries and be willing to work towards a future together. If he balks at your standards, if he tries to pressure you into compromising your values, that's a clear sign that he's not the one for you. Patience. My dear, he's out there, I promise. I know it can be discouraging when you see others around you finding love, and it feels like you're the only one left behind. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of emotions, feeling like time is slipping away, while you're still waiting for Mr. Right. But let me tell you something. He's out there. The right man for you is out there, searching for you, just as you are searching for him. It's a journey that requires faith and patience, just as desperately as you're searching for him. Don't lose hope. Don't let the bitterness of past relationships or the pressure from society make you doubt your worth or rush into the arms of someone who isn't right for you. Remember, every experience, every heartbreak is a lesson that brings you closer to the one who is meant for you. Make you doubt your worth or rush into the arms of someone who isn't right for you. Patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Focus on yourself. Pursue your passions, build a life you love, and surround yourself with positivity. Engage in activities that make you happy and fulfilled, and trust that the right man will come along when the time is right. And when he does, you'll be ready to embrace him with a heart that is open, healed, and full of love. Your journey is unique and your story is still being written. Trust the process and believe in the magic of love. Your worth is immeasurable. A final word of encouragement. Never ever underestimate your worth. You are a beautiful, intelligent, strong, and capable woman who deserves a love that reflects your inner light. Don't waste your time on men who can't see your worth or who are unwilling to commit to building a future with you. The world is full of men who are ready for a love like yours, men who will cherish you, adore you, and move mountains to make you happy. So go out there with your head held high and your heart open to the possibilities. Believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and never settle for anything less than extraordinary. Because you, my dear, are extraordinary. Don't forget to like and tell me what you think of this video. Feel free to recommend topics you'd love me to cover next. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to Love Code and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more love wisdom. We're here because we care about you and we want to help you avoid the mistakes others regret. See you next time.